Hi, students. Um, well, we just did synchronous time together, where we both met up at the same time during Zoom. That's what synchronous means, where we're in sync with each other. Same thing, live at the same time. This assignment is for asynchronous time, which is pre-recorded, which you can probably tell because I'm wearing a t-shirt. You can tell this is probably a day I didn't have students with me, because otherwise I'd be wearing a button-up shirt like on our live Zoom sessions on school days. Anywho, this is going to take place through Canvas. I would suspect this year almost everything you do asynchronously is going to be through Canvas. So you can go to Canvas through Clever. My first grader stumbled on it by himself. If you like using Clever and you're used to it. If not, I don't use Clever a lot. I'm going to go to pbbusd.instructure.com. And when we go to that, we can even bookmark it when we're done by pressing a little star up here, which I've already done. It takes you straight to Canvas. Now I'm going to go to, it doesn't matter which period of science I pick, they're all the same. I'm going to go to first period science. And then we have some options here. It says what time we meet up. It says daily Zoom link, class schedule, and modules. Well, you already did Zoom today. Tomorrow you're going to use that link again. You can go to Canvas and click on it, super easy. I'm going to go to modules because that's where like all of our learning and assignments is located. And we have class culture, which is like the first few days of school, and anything we need to post up here that is how our class runs, what makes our class will go. And first day of school, introduce yourself. Now you're going to click this. Now earlier, when I tried this before, it made me really frustrated because this box gave me an error and didn't load. If you have that problem, close the tab and go through the process again. Seriously, I was like, why Canvas? Why? But look, it's working now, so whatever. Things happen like that. Let's see. Well, it's mostly working. There's not a plus sign right here, is there? And there should be. So let me refresh that. See if just the refresh button works. Oh, there we go. Cool. Record a response. So you can tell sometimes things don't load right. Canvas is not perfect. No website is. I sometimes feel like it's less perfect than other websites, but whatever. It'll let us get to the stuff we need to get to. So if you have a problem, try refreshing or try closing the page and reopening it. I just had a small problem, refreshed it. Now I can record a response. So you guys you'll record a response that introduces yourself, and you get to pick 2 of these 3 topics. Unless you want to share all 3, go ahead. But you can talk about what you would like most to learn about in science this year. Some like cool topics you'd really like to cover. Some of them will be from this year. Some cool ones, like a lot of like motion-based stuff, will happen next year. You know, it just depends on what you want to learn about. Life science, you'll get more of. Well, besides ecology front, you'll get more of that in high school. But anywho, you say, here's what I want to learn the most about. Then you can share one interesting science fact. If you don't know one, you can Google it. Or if you're like, nah, I don't want that, we have another option. You could share something interesting about yourself, or if you need to, you can share something boring. Because sometimes sharing something boring is in fact more interesting than sharing something interesting. I know that sounds weird, but what kind of person introduces themselves with a boring fact? Pretty weird, unusual, neat person. So if you don't have anything particularly interesting about yourself, find something that's so weird, so boring, that it makes people interested. Anywho, you got to pick 2 of those 3. Talk about them in your recorded response. Stop. You'll end up like taking a little selfie at the end, and then you will go ahead and record responses to 3 or more other people. The more people you respond to, the more people feel appreciated in this class. So the final step of responding to multiple other people is super important for building that classroom culture we'd like to have here in science at ACTUS. I guess that's about it. Oh, make sure your responses to other people are positive and cool. And remember, if you run into problems, try refreshing, try closing the page and reopening it. Whatever, it'll work.